Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. More hypos. We promised hypos. Here's some more hypos. Okay, here it is. You've got buyer, seller, under contract, $10,000 in earnest money. So, seller looking to relocate, interest rates, not what they want them to be. So seller says, man, I don't think I want to move anymore. Interest rates have gone up. I'm not happy about this. So not going to do it. What can I do? Well, there's nothing in the REPC that says this in this particular situation that the seller can bail on the contract. So the seller goes to the listing agent and says, hey, I can eat that 10 grand. It's better than what I'm going to have to pay to relocate. And I'm willing to eat that. So I'm just going to default and lose the 10 grand in earnest money. Is that the remedy for the buyer? That is one remedy for the buyer. But a seller needs to be very careful, and as a listing agent, you need to help the seller understand that, yes, that may be the out, is to forfeit the earnest money. But that's only if that's the remedy that the buyer elects to take. Because the buyer can also sue for different damages or sue for specific performance. So the buyer can go to their attorney, say, hey, they're trying to default on me. I've got a contract. They don't have an out. What are my options? Well, they may throw a lis pendens on the property. What is that? Lis pendens is a notice there's a potential lawsuit. So what it does is it'll freeze title, right? So the next time the seller goes to try to sell it or refinance or do anything, they've got this notice on the property that says, hey, title insurance is probably not going to be a possibility. And it's going to be hard to sell this with a notice of a lawsuit on the property. So it really freezes the property. And they can sue for specific performance. So this is especially applicable if the seller's looking to then turn around and sell it for more, sell it to a cash buyer. Let's say their buyer's waffling because of the rates, and they want to go to a cash buyer who will pay them the price, and they don't have to worry about negotiating because of interest rates. So they go and they're going to bail, take the 10 grand loss, and make it up on the second buyer. Well, not so fast. You might not be able to do that because the buyer, number one, may throw a lis pendens, may say I might sue for specific performance. And in this atmosphere, the buyer may be in a position where they need to finish this transaction now, and it might not look as good in 3 months. They may be worried about rates. They may be worried about the situation. So point is, sellers need to know that is not the only remedy a buyer has if they default. And they could end up in a lawsuit instead. So it's not as easy as, whatever that earnest money is, forfeit it and move on and everybody's happy. It could happen, but they need to know there are more possibilities than that. Okay, remember, this is not legal advice. This is legal information only. If you need specific legal advice, please contact your attorney. Thanks for tuning in.